Hi, I'm Erica. Welcome to my channel. Do all the YouTube stuff down below and let's get going. Today we are going to be doing a monochromatic ultraviolet makeup look using the Colourpop singles that have recently become available at Ulta. Colourpop is obviously a brand that's been around for a while. They got into Sephora at the end of 2017 and now they're making their way into Ulta. And if you're like me, being able to touch and feel a product before you buy it is really important. So I never had tried Colourpop before until I was able to try it out in store. So I've used it a few times. I'm not exactly 100% thrilled with it just because of the way I choose to do my makeup, but I can make it work and I do really enjoy the colors. So let's just get going. We are going to start with my transition colors, and for the transition colors we're going to be using the Wet n Wild Sweet Candy palette. These are new palettes that just came out, and Wet n Wild recently changed their formula as well. So I haven't had too much try on with this yet, but we're just gonna play around and see how it works. I've heard really great things about it. There's a bit of fallout. But as I've said before, I don't mind fallout. I usually don't do my makeup in this order though. I usually do my eyeshadow first. So if there is any fallout, it's not a big deal, because if it falls onto my face, I just wipe it off and do my foundation. So, yeah. This is actually a really nice transition color, and it's very pigmented. I love how hard Wet n Wild has come in the last 2 years. It's just, you know, I think everybody, you know, knew Wet n Wild as the, you know, the cheap drugstore brand, you know, the things that you get when you're like 13, 14 and just starting out with makeup. But they have gotten so amazing. They're one of my favorite drugstore brands. I own more from Wet n Wild than I do from CoverGirl. So that blended out super easy. I love that. And if this is your first time on my channel, I'm obsessed with blending. I will blend and blend and blend and blend till the end of time, and I do not edit my videos because you need to see the truth behind the blending and how much effort it took to get my eye look to where it is. So yeah, I really like that. So awesome. Okay, so let's move on to the single that I'm going to be using today. It is the Colourpop in Lace. And it is this really, really beautiful purple color. It really, really jumped out at me when I saw it in the store. The only problem with these is they say no fallout. And there is no fallout on this. Like nothing, 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 nothing. The problem with that is that it is almost impossible to put this on a brush and blend it out. I've tried and I've tried and I've tried and it just doesn't happen. And so what we're going to do is we're just going to put this on with our finger right onto the lid. That is what I found is really just the best method to get this stuff on, because it's going to last you all day. The color pigment payoff is going to be even more intense if you just use your finger, but you just can't get it to blend with brushes. I've tried different brushes. I have tried mixing it. It just doesn't work. This stuff is so pigmented and so it's almost like a cream and it just doesn't blend. It's like a really, really dry concealer. That's like the best way I can put it. So it immediately goes on and it is in place. You cannot blend this stuff out. And as somebody who just loves blending, that is kind of a downside for me, but the color is amazing. So I am willing to try to work with it to use it because, especially at $5 a pop, it's definitely worth the $5. So we're just gonna work on getting that as evenly blended in as we can. Because, I mean, you can even see with my fingers, it is just super, super hard to just evenly get this put on. But the payoff on it is just amazing. So, I don't know. If you don't mind putting on a little bit with your fingers, you'll probably really like this. If you are like, ew, that sounds like a lot of work to me, I'd just rather use my brushes, then yeah, I'd save your money. So there we go. So now we need to put in our crease color, and then we are going to use our highlighter to create an easy halo. So we're gonna go back in with that Wet n Wild, and we are just gonna take a tapered brush, and we're gonna go in with that shade just a little bit darker. So we did this for the, this actually says transition. So we're just gonna go in with this for the crease color. Get my purple mirror. And blend that. And try to blend that, because that purple is not going to go anywhere. Really, the only thing that you are going to achieve here is just softening that line on that that harsh line from the purple. That's really all you're going to achieve, because this is not going to blend out and into your crease. Just not going to happen. Oh, got that softened up. Okay. All right. So now we are going to go in with some highlight to brighten this up a little bit. And I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild. Was the limited edition Lilac to Reality from the Queen of Hearts palette that came out last summer. Wet n Wild does have a purple highlighter shade now that is a permanent part of their collection. I could not tell you off the top of my head what the name of that is, but it's a very similar shade to this purple. The only difference is that it also comes with a silver, but I'm sure that you have some sort of white highlighter in your collection that you can use for this. So we're just going to go in straight into the heart of that, and we're going to tap that on to the center of the lid. And do the same thing on the other side. And ignore my chipped up nail. I was at Dollar Tree on Thursday, I think, and I found that what was that stuff called? The spray paint nail polish for $1 at Dollar Tree, and I never tried it before, and I knew it was kind of gimmicky and most people didn't really care for it, but I was like, I just want to try it, and for $1, absolutely. So I picked that up, and it's been like 2 or 3 days, so it's not too bad. I mean, and we're just gonna go in and touch up the corners here with go back in with the Colourpop color and just kind of deepen that up and try to blend that silver in with the purple. Okay, looking good. All right, so next we are going to still take that purple highlighter, and now we're going to actually go into the real purple color over here in the corner, and we're just going to brush that on to the brow bone. Hi, Elle. Nope, sorry, you got to go away. Or you could lay right there, that's fine. And blend that right nice and up and in. I got into my brows a little bit, but that's okay, because we can just take a spoolie later and clean that out. Alright, and now we're going to actually go in and do some highlighting. And we have the purple highlighter. And we're just going to swirl that all together. And I love this highlight. If you're not a big purple highlight person, you know, okay, that's fine. But oh my god, I just absolutely love this highlight. I mean, look at that. Okay. Now we are going to go in and do the under eye, and we will use a little smudge brush for this part. And just get in under there. And take that up a little bit into the top just to try to blend and emphasize. Okay. Alright. Done with that. Now let us go in with, seriously, Al? Seriously? Alright, so this is the Mineral Fusion mascara. I did a unboxing. I went and got the Whole Foods makeup bag the other day, and I did an unboxing of that, and this was one of the products that was in here. I'm going to be trying out all that makeup that I got from Whole Foods, and I'm going to be doing a video in the near future, or maybe not so near future, because there was a lot of stuff in there. So I've got a lot of stuff to try out, but once I am finished using up all of those samples and products, and I have a good idea of what I thought of them, I'm going to do a whole update and video on Whole Foods makeup. So that took a little effort to get out, but let us give this stuff a try. And no, I'm not going to curl my eyelashes, because the first time I use a new mascara, I just like to see what it can do by itself. Because Lord knows that hold is just not going to last all day. Hi, Al. This is actually pretty nice. I got a different one and I tried it out yesterday. I didn't do a video on it yet, obviously. I was just playing with it yesterday, and I liked the other one a little bit more. I have a brush type for sure, and this is not it, but it is really filling out my lashes nicely. So I'm gonna give it a few more tries before I decide. And then I'm back. Cat knocked my lipstick onto the floor. So to finish this up, we're going to be doing the Maybelline number 40 in Believer from the Superstay ink line. I just love these. I've talked about them before. They are really, really amazing. They do last forever. And they're super comfortable as far as long-lasting liquid lipsticks go. And I really appreciate the doe foot on here. It's not ridiculously oversized. There's a nice reservoir in there to hold the product. And it stays kind of tacky. Ooh, tacky. All day, so it stays comfortable. It doesn't dry down and get really, really crusty. Speaking of, I also tried the Colourpop lipstick, and that was my exact experience with it. It just dried down so bad, and it just felt dry and flaky all day. I wasn't a really big fan of the formula, but I made it work by putting a moisturizing chapstick on underneath it and then putting on. It didn't last as long, but it definitely made the made wearing it more comfortable. Now this is a darker color, so it is a little patchy and usually needs a second coat. And I'm talking too much. So my lines are going everywhere. Ah! I'll just fake a lip line here. Yeah, right. That's good. Alright, that's as good as it's gonna get. I spent too much time talking. The lipstick went everywhere. Okay, so none on my teeth, none on my teeth. Alright. So that is it. A beautiful purple monochromatic ultraviolet makeup look. You know, ultraviolet is supposed to be the color of the year. And I don't know, last few weeks I've been kind of feeling purple. So that's kind of what inspired me to do this video. I've been reaching for a lot of purple makeup lately. And I actually got the two color singles that I got was this color, like I said, Lace. And then I got Bay, which is like a darker purple with a little bit of a green iridescent. And yeah, don't love that one as much because it just kind of ends up looking really, really dark, almost black on my lids. But, you know, it is what it is. It's but so if you've been interested in trying out the Colourpop, absolutely would recommend, you know, for $5, go try it. And that's it. That's all I got for you today, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.